My hands trembled as I dialed my parents' phone number. For months, I'd been carrying the secret of my financial mess, too ashamed to admit that their careful lessons about money management had fallen on deaf ears. The debt had grown to over $10,000, and the weight of hiding it was crushing me from the inside out. Now that my fiancée knew about my debt, it was time to tell my parents. "Mom," I said when she answered, my voice barely above a whisper, "I need to tell you something." What followed was a difficult conversation. I confessed to how I got caught up in making impulsive purchases and living beyond my means each month, until I could no longer pay off the monthly balance. My minimum payments barely touched the principal. I expected disappointment, lectures, maybe even anger. Instead, I heard grace. "Honey," my mother said, "we love you no matter what. Let's figure out how to help you get through this." That phone call changed everything for me. Not because it magically erased my debt, but because it shattered the prison of secrecy I'd built around my shame. In Psalm 32, King David describes what it feels like to carry unconfessed sin. "When I kept silent, my bones wasted away through my groaning all day long. For day and night your hand was heavy on me, my strength was sapped as in the heat of summer." Psalm 32 3-4 NIV. David is describing what psychologists now call the burden of secrecy, the exhausting work of maintaining facades, managing stories, and living with the constant fear of discovery. It's like carrying a heavy backpack that gets heavier with each step, sapping your strength and stealing your joy. But then David makes a decision that changes everything. "Then I acknowledged my sin to you and did not cover up my iniquity. I said, I will confess my transgressions to the Lord. And you forgave the guilt of my sin." Psalm 32:5 NIV. The moment David stopped hiding and started confessing, forgiveness flooded in. Not gradually, not after a period of penance, but immediately. The God who already knew David's sin was waiting with forgiveness the moment David was ready to receive it. Confession doesn't earn God's forgiveness, it positions us to receive the forgiveness He has already extended. It's like opening a gift that's been sitting on the table with our name on it. What secret are you carrying that's sapping your strength like the heat of summer? What would happen if you stopped hiding and started confessing? Tomorrow, we'll explore how confession enables us to begin addressing the shame that drove us to hide for so long.
Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring all the day long. For day and night thy hand was heavy upon me. My moisture is turned into the drought of summer. Selah. I acknowledged my sin unto thee, and mine iniquity have I not hid. I said, I will confess my transgressions unto the Lord. And thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin. Selah.